progress, the way you grow in each of these areas, all of them will be worked on in tandem. And that's, I think, one of the most important things. And I believe that it's important to connect with the person if you're working on such critical areas in their life.
Do we know that what a life coach does for us for the rest of our life is what a personal trainer does for our health and fitness? Changing and updating one's mindset is very important. Hello and welcome to Rashi Foundation. Mukta Bahrani is a corporate trainer, image consultant, a life coach. We would call her a lifesaver, as she specializes in soft skills, communication, emotional intelligence, personal branding. She has trained more than 6,000 people, rather transform their lives. Aapka bahut bahut swagat hai.
Thank you so much.
To start with, Mukta, please share us about brand Mukta Bahrani and what inspired your journey as a trainer.
Brand Mukta is all about getting better and better each day in different aspects of life, enhancing our life, and eventually being happy and successful in the way we want.
Now that's a good guest on our show who's very, very, very equipped with crisp and well-made answers. Okay, coming to your next question, Mukta ji. How has your childhood and upbringing influenced your work ethics? Over to you.
I think the first and foremost thing I would point out is sincerity is something that I focused on. And in fact, I've gotten it from my family. Everybody I saw was super sincere in their work. And that is something that I carry till date. And that is probably one of the reasons of me being so professional in this field. I remember in college or in my work experience, when I worked in corporates, I saw so many people who struggled in the areas of communication or personality or presentation or in different ways, but there was nobody to help them. However, there were a lot of people who guided them, supported them with their projects, with their academics, with their all the things that had to be done, the tasks that they had to be that they had to complete. However, something that they all needed, regardless of in which industry were they working, regardless of what job were they doing, things like productivity, things like work-life balance, these were important things. Things like emotional intelligence, things like interpersonal skills, this was important. But there was nobody really focusing on that. And I realized that I had a keen interest in all of this, and I wanted to be someone who could help them. And that is one of the reasons why I really wanted to do something like this, that added value to people's lives. And I always wanted to do something that was more creative, more people oriented. So when I found a combination of all of it, I think that's how that helped me land up in this job.
Absolutely perfect. Okay, Muktaji, why do you think mindset has a major role in behavior of oneself? Secondly, what are the workshops you offer for this particular vertical?
Well, mindset is something that you believe, something that you think and feel. And mindset is something that helps you see the world, the way you make sense of it, the way you understand it. And eventually that affects your behavior, because that's how you understand them and you respond to the whole world. That's how you respond to other people. So naturally, it impacts your behavior and the way you interact with anybody. Different people have different perspectives and different styles of behaving. Now, that's all influenced by the way they've been brought up, just the kind of question you asked me, the way they have experienced life. And when all of this accumulated is with them in the form of their experience, that's shaping them every minute, every day. And with every experience, it's a different kind of behavior that they project in different situations. And which is why we need to understand that mindset could be probably a frame of mind, or it could be in one scenario how you tend to feel. Now, for this area, most of the people realize that they do not have enough guidance, which is why certain workshops that could definitely help them One, confidence building. Second, of course, mindset and motivation. And like I said, that communicating with people and the way we behave with them is also important. So communication and behavior, or listening actually to people. Obviously, emotional intelligence forms one of the core competencies when we talk about mindset. And eventually, how do you set your goals and how do you move forward to achieve them? And one thing that I already mentioned is your work life balance. So these are some workshops that focus on the mindset and your behavior and your execution towards your own goals.
Now that's a lot of hard work. Okay, Mukta, adding to this, let us know, since you're a corporate trainer, what are the different workshops you're offering to the brands, corporates?
Corporates, we work a lot on soft skills, on behavioral skills. Of course, they do include personal branding as well, which is important for each individual. And productivity and time management is something that's very important for them. Team management or team bonding and leadership is a very important one. And everything that we said before, for example, communication or your body language or your interpersonal skills or public speaking or presentation, they are, of course, a part of this as well. And if needed, I also provide personal coaching sessions for individuals.
Clarity of mind, that too of a trainer, is very important. So, Mukta, tell us, there are many trainers in the market. Why will people choose you? What are your USPs? Let's hear those.
Well, you love the experience. That's one of the biggest reasons. And you could actually go to anyone who you think aligns with your passion and interest. However, if you come to me, one thing I can promise you is that I will work on your overall development. We're going to focus on your emotional, your mental health, your professional life. Everything is going to be taken into account for. And the way you progress, the way you grow in each of these areas, all of them will be worked on in tandem. And that's, I think, one of the most important things. And I believe that it's important to connect with the person if you're working on such critical areas in their life. And when you feel that connection, that's when you're actually able to work. That's when you're actually able to believe in the execution, and that leads to progress. Everybody has a different requirement. Everybody is seeking different things. Everybody wants to learn different things. Everybody needs different things. So one big specialty would be that I customize programs and sessions according to your requirement, and whatever is the best for you, according to your personality, according to your needs and behavior, that program would be molded and shaped in the way that suits you the best.
And I think that is the need of the hour. Customizing training programs for particular brands, particular people. I think this is totally wonderful. Mukta, what is the success mantra? Where does this confidence comes from? Let's hear that.
When you believe in your purpose so strongly, when you're clear with your why, that is when you realize that nobody can stop you from becoming successful. And it is going to work for everyone. If you don't believe in what you do, if you're not happy doing it, you're not going to be able to sustain it for longer. So find out your why and do what you love.
And I think this is absolutely correct. And we so believe and so trust what she's saying. Mukta, what are your future plans after this? I know you are going to start the podcast with us very soon.
I am excited to start that podcast, one. Second, I am looking forward to more collaborations with people, like-minded people in similar or different areas. And more importantly, I'm also planning to design a few programs in different ways to suit a particular audience.
According to Tony Horton and now Mukta Bahrani, eliminate the mindset of can't, because you can just do anything. That is what she put across to us. Her details, her email ID is available on the feed. Get in touch with Mukta Bahrani. We will be out with her podcast on different spheres of training programs. Get in touch with us and get in touch with her further for all your programs and workshops. Aapka bahut bahut thanks.